We are conquerors.
No one is like us.
Only we have the right to be called by the name.
Only we have the right to wear this symbol.
Or this symbol.
Only we are Autobots and Decepticons.
Good versus evil.
And only we have the right to be called the Transformers.
Toy commercial, kids.
Only the Transformers are real Transformers, each sold separately from Hasbro.
Back when toy commercials were cool.
Yeah. Only the Transformers are the real Transformers. They're like, F you, GoBots.
Yeah. Take that, GoBots.
Oh, yeah. By the way, welcome back to another episode of the Capes and Lunatics. I am Phil, and if you couldn't figure it out by now, yes, my good friend Justin the Owl and I are talking. Well, this episode and next, we're going to be talking the Marvel Transformers series. We each picked a few issues and
some of our personal favorites.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I don't know. I don't think like the girls appreciate it because I think you had to be there, like reading this as it was coming out to like fully.
Yeah, this is definitely of its time.
The Marvel Transformers, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. Was Ray? Did Ray read any of this?
I don't think so.
No. Okay. I was say
I don't think so.
As he says, he's our vintage. So yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he did read some of them. I can't remember, but I don't think if he did read it, it wasn't as much as you or I by comparison.
Oh yeah, probably not.
Yeah.
Especially towards the end there, like we were talking about, like you were getting like the print runs getting lower towards the end and stuff.
Yeah. In the early 90s. Yeah.
Yeah, so but yeah, I mean, after this episode and next, kids, write in, let us know if you like what you hear, because you know what else I would like to do every so often, like if we could ever get our hands do more of this series, but also like if we get our grubby little hands on some of those Marvel UK stuff, like you and I go through Marvel UK for the first time.
Yeah, I would love that. You know, I'm always down to talk Marvel UK. Yeah, I was going to say too that I thought at first you were going to suggest we go back to the Skybound stuff.
Oh yes, yeah. We need
to pick up where we left off with that at some point.
Yes,
definitely be up for that too. Yeah,
oh, we need to drag wrestle in here. Yeah, to get back to
yes, I would love that. Yeah, maybe we can do maybe we can do a couple of catch-up episodes with that this year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, maybe some of that G.I. Joe. Yeah.
Yeah, G.I. Joe and Transformers both. We'll see what Russell's availability looks like.
Yes. But no, I mean, this series holds a special place in my heart because this is where the whole comic book thing started for me, is with this series.
Right. This was your gateway drug.
Yeah. I that's what I call it. The Transformers, the G.I. Joe stuff. Yeah, that's like the gateway drugs in the comics. Yeah.
Yeah. Because you're a collector of the toys first.
Yeah, watching the cartoons and stuff. And then I'm just like, oh, hey, there's comics. Because I remember my mom taking me to KB Toys. Remember KB Toys?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And at the one at like one of our local malls, like they were like for a while there, like the first, I'd say not the first 3 issues, but everything from like issue 4 to issue 15. Like I was getting in 3-packs. They were selling 3-packs of these.
Oh, wow.
Toys. Yeah.
The 3-packs were great.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Very cool.
Oh, great. And again, it's I'd say it was a little more sophisticated than the cartoon, because you know the cartoon, it's just like, oh, humanity's like, oh, Autobots, come save us. Meanwhile, the comics, it's like, oh, robots are bad, destroy them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, as we'll see in some of these stories, things, and in the G.I. Joe especially, that was miles beyond.
Oh yeah,
of that stuff with all the ninja clans and
Cobra Commander getting shot in the back.
Cobra Commander getting shot, and the kid, and like just craziness.
I swear, every couple months, someone like throws up something from the Marvel Comics G.I. Joe series, and they're like, "Imagine if they did this in the cartoon."
The parents would have been up in arms. They would have been upset.
Exactly. Oh, wait. So Pentor got assassinated by an arrow through the head? What?
By a child?
Well, what was the name of that character?
The Hard Master.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, here I'm killing some time here because I'm going to pull up the Transformers wiki because I saw they have a lot
they
of
have their own
I think they have all the
synopses for
synopses.
these. Oh,
Yeah, 'cause some of
nice.
them, I like my usual source. Some had them, some didn't. But I think the Transformers wiki had all of them. I think. Or
Very cool. I
yeah.
figured somebody had to have.
Oh
So
yeah.
many passionate Transformers comics fans out there.
Oh yeah. I mean, I think some of these sites they have like everything. You know, there's people who just like the Transformers, so they'll dedicate a website to everything. You know, of the
Everything.
Transformers. Yeah.
Yeah, all of it. Cartoons, figures,
Well,
comics,
well, that's like
movies.
that's like when Will created the Quasar website, quantumzone.org. So I remember we started
Right.
podcasting and he said that was his website. I'm like, man, I looked at that thing like years ago. I'm like,
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. It's so cool.
Yep. I think there's different sections of it, kids, but it's like, what is this? tfwiki.net.
Okay.
Yeah. Give them a shout out here. Oh, yeah, they got a whole section for the UK stuff too. So, yeah, if you're looking for all kinds of synopsis,
Very cool.
But yes, this first episode will be the books Justin picked.
Yes. Yeah, which I picked mainly because I have them. Like I own all of these in floppy format.
Oh, yeah, I was telling you the only ones I was missing were 71 and 76. I have a reprint of issue 1 because I don't know if they've reprinted a few times, but I know Skybound just reprinted not too long ago.
Oh, yes.
So,
yeah, I remember. Yeah. Wasn't that like a free comic book day thing?
They might have did some for free comic book day, but no, I did. No, this was like an actual full price issue.
Full off reprint. All right.
Oh, because also and also because it was like the 40th anniversary.
Oh, right.
Because yeah, that is. So this was like 2 years ago. They reprinted this.
Yeah.
But man, I don't know if it's just because it was like the first issue and they were like introducing everybody. But man, look at the dialogue in that thing.
Oh, I know. Crazy, right?
Although they kind of did that when they did the GI, GI Joe came out like I think 2 years before the Transformers comic, and it was like, the first issue or two, they're like, I do,
yeah.
No, I Roadblock boy. And it's just like everyone's shouting their names out.
Yeah. And all the names were always in bold.
Yes.
To differentiate. Yeah.
Although I don't know, it's like subliminal messaging. It's like, hey, like this character is a toy.
Yeah, exactly. There's a toy of this in case you like this one.
Yes.
Ask your parents.
Which I wonder why. Maybe just because things were different. Because, like I said, I think GI Joe started in '82. This started in '84, but they started Transformers as like a 4-issue mini, which again expanded because I'm guessing the sales must have been good on it.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure it was.
But like GI Joe, they had none of that with GI Joe. GI Joe, they were just like, yeah, well, here's issue 1. Keep going.
Keep going. See how long it sells. And then, what was it, 10, 15 years later? Oh, still going.
And the funny thing is, like, the first 4 issues, it's like, I think issue 1, maybe issue 2, you could tell they were going off the toy specs because, like, Ironhide and Ratchet had no heads. It's like the actual toy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then by issue 3, I think they started looking more like the cartoon.
Yeah. To be honest, because 3 is one of the ones that I picked. When I first got this, like somebody bought this for me just because it's like, oh, cool, it's Transformers with Spider-Man. At first, I didn't like it. Like I remember the first time I read this, like I didn't like the art, I didn't like the story, I didn't like any of the stuff. I was like, ew, I'm not into this.
I get it. Yeah, I mean the first 4 issues aren't the best, but it was kind of setting the foundation. And again, I think it was like they kept it kind of simple because they didn't know if they were going past 4. I think.
Right. Yeah, exactly. They're just throwing whatever.
Yeah,
and I get that, but and in retrospect, I can see that looking back and reading this today, that's what they were doing. It's just trying whatever. But I don't know. It's not the best issue, but it's fun. And I loved seeing Ravage and Rumble and
Yes.
all the cassettes. Like that's my jam right there.
And I had forgotten, like, Bob Budiansky didn't write the first 4 issues.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, I don't know. I guess I was just like, oh yeah, of course he wrote them all, up to a certain point. But no, I'd forgotten that he didn't write the first 4.
Yeah, it was Salicrup and Springer and
Oh God, yeah. Who was it? The first, I think
Bill Mantlo.
I think Mantlo might
a couple of them.
What, like the first 2 or something. Then Salicrup took over for the other 2.
Yeah, something like that.
Mm.
And Frank Springer was the artist for, I think, all of those first few, if I remember right.
But yeah, again, it was a very, it was very watered down. I think they were just like, okay, we're gonna do this in 4, but then, well, again, 2, it's like, yeah, once we get past 4, we got a lot more room. Plus, I think when Bob Budiansky come in, he's like, he must have had plans, I guess.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
All right, so yes, issue 3 was from okay, on sale date October 2nd, 1984, cover date January 1985. Yeah, like we said, Jim Salicrup writer, Frank Springer penciler, Kim DeMalder and Mike Esposito inker, Nelson Yomtov colorist, who sometimes went by Nell Yomtov, letterers Janice Chiang, and it says Janice Chiang and others.
Yes.
Company. The editor was Bob Budiansky.
Okay.
So he still had a little bit of a hand in this. All right. The Decepticons bring. Oh yes, there was a whole battle outside the Witwicky garage, and they captured spark plugs. To create some kind of fuel for them because all the Transformers were kind of like running low on fuel.
Mm-hmm.
I love these. These things are like millions of years old, and they still don't understand. They're kind of like,
we can't generate our own food. Damn it!
No. Although they try to explain it in a way, it'd be like modern people going back to caveman times.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
The Decepticons bring Sparkplug Witwicky to their base of operations, with Starscream proclaiming that his help will be the key to their very survival on Earth. Megatron compliments Starscream on a job well done, but muses internally about the treacherous Decepticon jet's true intentions, taking over as leader. That's Starscream.
Oh, yeah, there we go. This is the first time it happens.
That wacky Starscream.
The first, but not the last.
We're gonna get into that. I mean, he gets taken out for a while.
Yeah.
There's a whole section of comic where there's no Prime, Megatron, or Starscream.
Yeah. It helps that they've got hundreds of others to choose from.
Mm-hmm. Megatron informs Sparkplug of Ravage's espionage, including learning of his plans to convert Earth fuel into energy for the Autobots, and demands that he uses his knowledge to help them instead, equating his current situation with his wartime days in Korea. So,
yeah.
Yes, this would be a sliding time thing.
Yeah.
Sparkplug adamantly refuses to help, even after being threatened by an enraged Megatron. Back at the Witwicky garage, the Autobots are in bad shape following their fight with the Decepticons. Bumblebee attempts to take the blame for Sparkplug's kidnapping, but Optimus Prime declares that as leader of the Autobots, the blame rests at his feet. Buster doesn't care who's to blame and simply wants them to help take his father back. The Autobots transform and head back to base as the entire neighborhood watches them depart, with Jesse giving Buster a kiss for good luck.
Oh.
Along the way, a motorcycle cop attempts to pull over the speeding Autobots, but is quickly frightened away by an aggressive Gears. Ratchet greets the Autobots as they return to the Ark, eager to inform Optimus about an anomaly the ship's computer detected. But the Autobot leader shrugs it off, insisting on him and his troops being refueled immediately. You might want to listen to him. by the end of issue 4, you might want to listen to him.
Yeah.
Sparkplug's defiance is quickly worn down by a close call from Laserbeak's eye beams, and he agrees to help the Decepticons, requesting a fuel sample provided by Rumble at Megatron's request. Just rips his hand off. He's like, "Here, tell me how much fuel you need." and a workspace to begin creating the conversion formula. Starscream, Rumble, and Soundwave stomp to the University of Oregon and steal components from the chemistry department in a tanker truck as raw materials for Sparkplug's creation. Their earlier attack on the power plant catches the attention of Moscow SHIELD officers, Dum Dum and Nicholas Fury, and Daily Bugle editor Joe Robertson, who has sent mild-mannered photographer Peter Parker to the Decepticon base to grab some snapshots. At the site of the Decepticon fortress, numerous news crews in the United States military are stationed outside. Peter, unable to get a clear view, changes into his alter ego Spider-Man in order to get closer to the action. And just to nail down the timeline here, kids, he's wearing the symbiote.
This is it.
Yes.
Well, I think he had just come back from that, right? From Secret Wars.
I think, yeah, because it's 84, so
Yeah. Right around that time.
So he's wearing an alien to battle aliens.
The irony.
Yes. Inside the Decepticon fortress, Soundwave intercepts a transmission from the U.S. military who urged the Decepticons to engage in peaceful talks, a request that Megatron balks at, sending Starscream, Skywarp, and Thundercracker to deal with the intruders. The battle ensues with the Decepticon jets along with Buzzsaw, making short work of the military forces. In the heat of the battle, Spider-Man spots Gears heading in on a scouting mission and mistakenly assumes him to be a Decepticon. Spider-Man attempts to wrangle Gears, but the two stop to save a group of journalists from being squashed by a tank thrown at them by Skywarp. Convinced that they're on the same side, Gears brings Spider-Man up to speed and contacts Optimus Prime to inform him of what's transpired so far. With the military outgunned and retreating, the Autobots and Spider-Man spring into action, sneaking through the military squad in the skies. As they reach the front line, the Autobots are attacked by unaware military troops, as well as the Decepticons swooping in for an all-out battle. As their allies and comrades fight below, Sparkplug has finished the conversion formula for Megatron, just as Gears and Spider-Man successfully sneak into the Decepticon base. After tripping up an unaware Rumble and Frenzy, the two encounter and subsequently evade Ravage and Soundwave, breaking through the closing doors of the Decepticon base. Gears and Spider-Man manage to find Sparkplug and Megatron, quickly nabbing him from out of the Decepticon leader's clutches, until Megatron shoots out the floor from underneath Gears and Sparkplug. As the two fall from the Decepticon base, Spider-Man leaps after them and manages to save Sparkplug thanks to his webs. Gears, however, isn't as lucky and plummets to the ground, exploding to pieces. With their battle with the Decepticons ceased, the other Autobots return to the site of Gears' demise and manage to secure all of his pieces. Spider-Man and Sparkplug comment on their seemingly cold-natured reaction to Gears' death, with Optimus Prime internally noting that humans don't understand the nuances of Cybertronian life. Back at the Ark, Buster and Sparkplug are happily reunited. Spider-Man grieves for Gears, but Optimus is confused at the hero's belief that Gears is permanently gone. Running short on time, Spider-Man bids the Autobots farewell as Optimus commends him for a job well done. Later, Ratchet has successfully managed to revive Gears, albeit at a lower than normal operating level. The newly revived Autobot tries to speak, managing to utter up their worst fears. Sparkplug has given Megatron exactly what he wanted. Dad, say it isn't so. I love that's in their synopsis.
That's great.
I know.
They did a good job with that one.
All right, so.
So what did you think of this one when you read this for the first time?
Oh my god, I mean, this is every 80s kid's dream come true.
Yeah.
It's like, I love the Transformers, I love Spider-Man. It's like, oh my lord.
So you weren't disappointed like this like I was. You weren't kind of let down like this isn't
I mean, yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm not exactly thrilled with the first 4 issues, but I mean, for what it is,
yeah,
which is
I mean, now I can see the charm in it.
Yeah,
now, but as a kid, I was just kind of like I wanted more from it for some reason.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And again, I wonder if it's just because they thought they only were getting 4 issues or what.
Yeah, it could be. It could be that this stuff was kind of all thrown together at the last minute.
And this wasn't the only like Easter egg from the greater Marvel universe. I mean, we'll get into a big one in the next issue you picked, but I think it's issue 2 like Buster's walking down the street with Jesse and his other friend, and his friend's carrying a boombox. And I don't know what song they played, but then the DJ comes on and says something about, oh, that was a lady called Dazzler or something.
Oh, really? Oh, nice. Yeah. I love it. Yeah.
And I guess, once they start ongoing, they really like didn't do anything with the larger Marvel universe. I guess maybe because it's like, okay, so if robots are rampaging every issue, like why aren't the Avengers showing up?
Exactly. Or the Fantastic Four.
Exactly.
Or right.
Or like maybe the X-Men who have practiced battling large robots.
Yeah, right. Or why isn't Machine Smith or the Mad Thinker trying to take them over and use them as
Doom?
Doom. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So you like this? So you said you've come to appreciate this issue more now than when
yes.
you read it.
Yeah, reading it now, I definitely enjoy it a lot more. And like I said, I love the cassette creatures, the Ravage.
Oh yeah.
Rumble. I mean, seeing them always makes me happy. And seeing that brief part where Ravage and Spider-Man fight it was so good. Yeah, that made me happy. Yeah, it's cute. It's a cute little issue. I definitely recommend everybody check this one out somehow. If you can find it somewhere, check this out because it's fun. It's really fun.
Yeah, I think sometimes like when they were reprinting stuff, it was hard to get rights to this issue because Spider-Man, but if someone other than Marvel was reprinting it.
Yeah. And this is available in that omnibus collection. Which has all of, what is it, like 25 or 30 issues in one volume? Something like that.
Oh, yeah.
I think. It's something like that. But, yeah, those are available.
Oh my! There's a bunch of notes here. After scripting the previous issue based on a plot by Bill Mantlo, Jim Salicrup takes over writing duties with this issue as the editor of the Spider-Man titles of Marvel at the time, and is perhaps no surprise that he chose to add Spider-Man to the story. But clearing the guest appearance with Hasbro wasn't without complications. Hasbro initially objected to the inclusion of Spider-Man in the comic because rival toy company Mattel had recently released a figure of the web slinger in the Secret Wars toy line.
Oh.
And they didn't want to give Mattel the free advertising.
Yeah. All comes back to money.
But I think they said, well, what it came down to. The toy was in the red and blue suit. He's in the black suits. I think.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Suit.
There we go. There was their out. They didn't do a black and white figure in the original Secret Wars line.
I don't think in the original line. Now since then they have, but yeah, I don't know original. Unless they were trying not to ruin the surprise. Maybe I'm trying to.
Maybe that's what. Yeah, that makes sense.
Or maybe the toys came out beforehand? I don't know.
Yeah, that could be.
But yeah, they were saying after like the 4 issues, they weren't really sticking to. Well, after a while, they weren't sticking to keeping it in regular Marvel continuity because it would be impossible.
Yeah. There would be a lot of editor's notes in that issue.
Oh my god! Can you imagine like they tried to add the Transformers to like Secret Wars or something? Or...
Yeah, Megatron will return in Avengers Doomsday.
Oh, I know what somebody's Facebook post is gonna be tomorrow. Now, can you imagine the original Secret Wars, like Optimus Prime, like trying to tackle Galactus off his machine?
Yeah, right.
Stuff? Oh my lord!
Until all are one.
Nah. All right. Should we get to your next?
Let's move to the next one. Yeah.
All right, because after like at the end of issue 4, Shockwave comes in and like hands the Decepticons victory by taking out all the Autobots, and Ratchet is the only one.
He's like, if you want something done, do it yourself.
Ratchet has to figure out how Shockwave was originally beaten 4 million years ago. So track down the Dinobots.
Yeah. You want to know
And
how
that
it was done?
location-
Ask the Dinobots. They were there.
Exactly. And their location, there was another Marvel Easter egg. All right, so yeah, Transformers number 8, repeat performance, cover date September 1985. Like we said, yeah, Bob Budiansky's writer now, penciler William Johnson, inker Cal Baker, colorist Nell Yomtov, letterer Rick Parker, and editor Christopher J. Priest. Ratchet journeys by shuttle to the Savage Land, which I don't understand why it has to be the Savage Land.
Right.
Because when the Dinobots and Shockwave show up, it's 4 million years ago. There's dinosaurs everywhere.
Yeah.
And they really didn't do anything with like the dinosaurs in the present day. So I'm like, well, it was really didn't have to be the Savage Land.
Yeah, it could have been anywhere.
To locate the Dinobots who fought Shockwave there shortly after the Ark crash landed on Earth 4 million years ago. He uses his MARB to locate Cybertronian life deep in a tar pit. After a lot of digging, he locates Slag, who uses a memory probe to view the Dinobots' battle with Shockwave and their subsequent entombment. Slag awakens, and after recognizing Ratchet as an Autobot, readily agrees to help finish the job they started, destroying Shockwave. Shockwave checks in on Megatron, who has been left to guard the Ark alone and has prepared the head of Optimus Prime for transport to the aerospace plant recently captured by the Decepticons. Shockwave is pleased and comments that he may have to raise his odds of having to destroy Megatron calculations. Shockwave is beating the pants off Megatron. I love he's like everyone else. You give it every other Decepticon something to do. Meanwhile, it's Megatron. He's like, yeah, cool your heels at the Ark and just guard the Ark.
Yeah, just hang out.
Guard all the inoperative Autobots.
Yeah. We'll give you the easy job.
Doesn't even kill him. He's just like, just stay here out of the way.
Yeah.
Shockwave returns to the plant with Optimus Prime's head, effortlessly defeating an army force that has surrounded the plant. Within, he prepares to begin the construction of a new generation of Decepticons using the Matrix program within Prime. Ratchet contacts Megatron and shows him video footage of the Dinobots defeating Shockwave. With his end of the bargain fulfilled, he arranges for Megatron to meet him on a nearby mountain. When Ratchet arrives, Megatron promptly threatens to kill him. This breaks the bargain, and the hidden Dinobots burst forth from the snow. Turns out Ratchet knew Megatron wouldn't hold up his end of the right of oneness, and the video was from the Dinobots' tussle with Shockwave 4 million years ago. But despite the Dinobots' power, Megatron beats them all, leaving Ratchet to face him alone once more. Determined to fight like a warrior, even to the death, Ratchet tries to carry them both over a cliff edge. Though Megatron doesn't budge, the impact weakens the cliff beneath him, and Megatron is sent tumbling away. He transforms into his gun mode in a desperate effort to survive, but disappears into the snow and is not seen again until issue 13.
Right.
With Megatron thus defeated, the Ark and the Autobots are free. And again, their cliffhanger ending. Meanwhile, Josie Beller, a series of printed circuit strips placed on her arms, fires an energy bolt that destroys her hospital room's television. She speculates that she's about ready to check out.
Oh, yeah. And we'll discuss her on our Secret Wars 2 coverage.
Oh, yes, we have discussed her. Yes. And it's a later appearance, but yes, I did pick a circuit breaker for one of my issues.
Yes. Nice. Very cool.
Because the next issue after this one is like her first full appearance as circuit
breaker.
Right.
Yeah. They explain more about her. Yeah.
All right. So how'd you feel about this one? This was your second
I love this one. Yeah, because I wasn't too keen on the first one when I was a kid, but then somebody just randomly picked this one up for me, and I was like, "Oh my god, I love it! Wow!" Like this redeemed it for me. I love the script. I love the artwork.
Oh yeah, the art is much better.
I love the story. I love just all this. This is more my jam. And I'm an old school Ratchet fan too, because part of the reason is because Ratchet was the first Transformer I remember owning. Like the toy, and it was the metal one too. It was the one that you could throw at somebody and give them a concussion with. It was great. Um, so, and also I felt like Ratchet was kind of the underdog. Do you know what I mean? Like he
Yes.
never in the cartoon he didn't get any real screen time. He didn't get much to do. In the comic books too, he was just kind of delegated to the background and was just kind of a minor character. But then when I saw he was at the forefront of this story,
Mhm.
he's basically the main character here. And then when we get to the point at the end of the story where he fights Megatron one-on-one, I
Yeah.
was like, oh damn, this is great. I love this. The underdog going up against the big bad bully. I was like, this is perfect. I love it. And then you get the Dinobots, which they look great in this.
Oh yeah.
All of them. Like it's just this artwork is phenomenal. I love it.
Yeah, I think maybe that's the thing. It's like once they figured out they would go into a monthly, instead of just
Mm,
4-issue miniseries, they were willing to put more into this series.
mhm.
I almost feel like maybe the first 4 issues, they were just like, "Okay, we gotta do this for the toy company, just get it done." But then once they
Yeah,
realized this is gonna be every month, they're like, "Okay, we can
yeah,
really,
yeah.
Bobbledy and
Now we need some editorial meetings. We need to sit down and actually plan this thing out and figure out what we're gonna do.
you can actually plot this out maybe like 6 months to a year in advance,
Right.
and not
Yeah,
just like,
yeah.
"Oh, what how do we squeeze this out another month?" Okay.
Yeah. And plus probably the toy company also gave them their release schedule
Oh,
in
yeah,
advance.
yeah.
So they're like, you know what, we're in the fall or around Christmas time or whatever, we're going to be releasing these new toys. So this gives you time to work them into the story or whatever. Because I think
Oh, yeah.
Larry Hama had to do that with the GI Joe stuff quite a bit.
Oh, yeah, you could tell every couple issues, yeah, they're introduced, because it's like now it's the Dinobots, but then
Yeah,
by issue 10, we get the Constructicons,
right, right. You can see the progression. Yeah,
then we get a whole bunch of new Autobots in issue 14,
right.
like Tracks and Skids and
Yeah,
Hoist and crap, yeah.
yeah. Because they had just shown up in the cartoon, I think, right?
Mhm. I think
Yeah,
so, yeah, probably, yeah.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, then, issue 19's Omega Supreme.
Oh yeah, Omega Supreme. Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
but yeah,
I
no,
will.
like you were saying with the Ratchet, like that's why I love the comics too, because you got a lot more with like characters who you like maybe didn't get as much or anything to do in the cartoon, or like
Yes.
who like I could have taken or leaved in the cartoon, but I love in this in the comic series, Blaster.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember he's one of your favorites in the comic book.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean he's almost like a goofball in the cartoon, but here, yeah, no, he's like one of the greatest
yeah,
warriors.
absolutely. And he has his own cassettes.
Yes.
Yeah, which is really cool. Yeah, that was a strength of this comic was that they were able to put spotlights on individual characters that
Mhm.
didn't get that in the animated series in really any form or fashion. I don't remember a spotlight on Ratchet in the cartoon.
Mm-mm. Well, that's the other thing too, like I said, is like, from like issue 26 through like 41 or so, it's like you had no Prime, Megatron, or Starscream, so you could focus on other characters,
Right. That was smart.
Mhm.
That was really smart of them to do it that way.
Mm.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I for me it's the art in this. I just love it. I think this is like perfect Transformers art. Like Ratchet looks great, the Dinobots look great, Shockwave,
Oh, yeah.
Megatron, like they knew what they were doing with this art team. This is prime stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my lord. Oh, Transformers Wiki is really on in here. Yes. This was issue 8 of the American comic. This was reprinted in the UK Transformers issue 27.
Oh, okay.
So I
Yeah,
know that
I noticed online this had been reprinted a bunch of times. Yeah.
oh, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
the Dinobots, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know the UK did that. They had like their own stories, and then I don't know how often they would reprint the American stuff.
Hmm. A couple times they did the reverse. The American printed some of the English stories.
I think they only did it twice. There was like one story arc. It was at issue 33 and 34. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Which
think I know which one.
Which
Yeah,
annoyed
yeah.
me as hell as a kid because like they kind of ended on a cliffhanger in 32.
Yeah,
It's like,
they didn't resolve it. Yeah.
I'm
It's
like,
like,
come
what the
on.
hell? Can't do this to us. You're going to tell us how it ends.
I don't know if they're just trying to like fool people into buying because it was at the time Prime was dead, but meanwhile in the
Oh,
UK
yeah.
story they reprinted Prime's in it, so they had him on a cover. So I don't know.
Right. Yeah.
Like, hey kids, Prime's back. I got you.
He's still alive.
All right. So, any other thoughts on this one?
No. Yeah. This is another one I recommend to people who haven't read this comic. Definitely pick this one up. It's a great little story. Especially, like I said, about the underdog going up against the big bad bully and actually winning. So,
Oh yeah.
it's always a good time.
And then it's weird. It's like the Dinobots wander off. Then anyone will see them again until like issue 19.
Right. Well, they've been asleep for a while. They had some stuff to catch up on. There's a lot of eating to do. They're probably hungry.
It just seems so weird. It's like, oh yeah, a bunch of robot that we just let a bunch of robot dinosaurs wander off for like a year.
No big deal.
It's not going to attract any
80s.
human attention.
Yeah, it's the 80s. It'll be just another thing.
All right. So now we're gonna jump ahead. This is not too long after Optimus Prime gets killed.
Yes.
In a senseless, even more senseless death in the movie.
Until all are one.
Oh, we got to cover that story. There's so many plot holes in that story.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And then, of course, in secular fashion, yes, the next issue, Megatron goes nuts and basically kills himself. Well, appears to kill himself.
Yeah.
And then the Autobots pick Grimlock as their leader. Okay.
Oh yeah, there's another mistake.
Oh, look at this cover. Speaking of jumping ahead.
Yeah, there we go. And you had picked this originally in your original picks, right?
Yeah, because like I was trying to figure out because God, like I said, I love this series so much. I was trying to figure out which issues to pick. I was like, should I go? I know we were talking about Circuit Breaker before, but I was like, man, I want to talk some Blaster stuff. And so when you picked the 2-issue story, I was like, oh, that's fine. You're taking some Blaster off my hands. All right.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, I wasn't sure if you remembered this story with the scraplets. Or
not. Oh yeah. All right. So this one we jump ahead to issue 29. Cover date June 1987. Crater Critters. Writer Bob Budiansky. Breakdown Don Perlin. Don Perlin was on here for a while. I forgot.
Yeah, he was.
Like I said, I reread all these issues recently, and I'm like, I forgot how long Don Perlin was on here.
Yeah, me too. It's crazy, right?
Yeah, Don. I think that was another strength of this series because you had Budiansky and Don Perlin just on it every issue for how many years?
Yep.
Like a constant creative team.
Mm-hmm.
Finishes
always looked good.
It finishes Ian Aiken and Brian Garvey, colorist Nell Yomtov, letterer Janice Chiang, editor Don Daly. Believing that they can better fight the Decepticons on their own. Goldbug and Blaster. That's right, kids. Bumblebee is now Goldbug because it got blown up in the G.I. Joe versus Transformers miniseries.
There was a metamorphosis that took place.
Yep. That was such a weird era. It's like Transformers versus G.I. Joe. It's like 2 seconds after Prime dies because they're still having the funeral like in the middle of the
They're like, give us a minute. We need to mourn our leader before you start messing with us some more.
And Megatron's gone, so it's like you have this G.I. Joe Transformers crossover. There's no Prime, there's no Megatron. Yes, Goldbug and Blaster seek information from GB Blackrock. It kind of looks like a nerdy Tony Stark. That might lead them to Decepticon activity. After some torture, BlackRock tells them of a mysterious meteor that crash landed in northern Arizona. The Autobot pair goes to investigate. Yeah, it's so funny. They pull up GB BlackRock's like on a date, and he doesn't want to talk to Goldbug. Goldbug rolls over his foot. He's like, "Now you got to talk to him."
Yeah. What about now?
The meteor was actually a space freighter sent by the Decepticons from Cybertron as part of a secret scheme to steal Earth's energy. Oh, for issue 31.
Yeah, there's always those plans to steal energy.
Oh my god. The car wash of doom. That's all I'll say. Where there's not an Autobot in sight, and the Decepticons' plans get foiled by Buster. Ratbat gets his ass handed to him by Buster.
Oh, the shame. The
Uh,
absolute shame.
Oh, I know. But the freighter pilot did not contact Cybertron upon arrival as planned. Ratbat sends the triple changers. So, yes, we're now
Yeah, there we
introducing
go.
Astro Train, Octane, and Blitzwing to investigate. They arrive on Earth near a crater caused by the crash and frighten away a group of scientists who had planned to study the meteor. The Decepticons find the freighter, but learn only too late why the freighter crashed. The pilot was infected with scraplets, a group of tiny transformer-like robots who can change into innocent-looking nuts, bolts, screws, and the like, but which attach themselves to mechanical life forms and replicate quickly, causing great damage to the larger robot. One of the scientists, Charlie Fong, doesn't scare away easily, and when he meets Goldbug and Blaster, they work out a plan to get into the crater and find out what's going on. When they arrive, they are quickly attacked by the Decepticons, and Goldbug and Fong are separated from Blaster. Although Goldbug is able to escape infection from the scraplets, Blaster is not so lucky. Blaster notes that the triple changers are weakened more by the scraplets than he is and wants to fight the Decepticons with Goldbug's help. But Goldbug is convinced by Fong that Blaster's only hope now is to find the cure for the scraplets. Fong proposes taking a crushed scraplet out of the crater for experimentation, and Goldbug reluctantly agrees. As Goldbug leaves the crater, Blaster believes himself abandoned, swears revenge. Goldbug pauses out of guilt only to become infected himself. Now he has no choice. He and Fong must find a cure or they are all lost.
Oh. It's pretty wild, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I fell in love with this story right away. I
Oh,
was like,
yeah.
oh man, this is great. This is like kind of like an episode of the cartoon that was never made. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like I could have easily seen this being
Oh, yeah.
at some point like an episode of the animated series.
Oh, yeah.
With the scraplets. I could have seen that happening. So that made me super happy. And then I love this artwork so much.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, it's Don Perlin, so it's good, but he's also working with my two favorite inkers. We've got Ian Aiken and Brian Garvey, or I think I might have reversed their name, Brian.
No, Ian Aiken and Brian Garvey. Yeah, you're right.
Okay, I did get it right. Yeah.
Yep.
I love their style so much.
Yes.
Every artist that they work with, they add this beautiful texture to their already impressive style. When we were doing the tribute to Sal Buscema, I showed you the artwork they did over Sal's pencils in Rom Space Knight.
Oh, yeah.
The embellishment they did, and you almost couldn't even tell that was Sal Buscema's artwork. It transformed it. And there were some times that to be honest with you, I forgot this was Don Perlin. I was just looking at some panels and I was like, wow, it still looks great, but it's like they took his artwork to a whole other level.
Yeah, so they have like a knack for like drawing, like working on like robotic forms and stuff.
Yeah, and they did some Iron Man as well. So yeah, they really know their stuff. That's great. And I always laugh. There's this one panel in this issue in particular that makes me piss myself laughing. It's when Charlie Fong, the scraplets start attacking him and Goldbug, and he goes, "They'll have to get by me first. Chew on this, Robo Roaches," and he like tries to crush a bunch of them with this big rock. But then he does this high kick. He's like, "My pal Goldbug is not on the menu," and he does this high kick and sends a bunch of them flying. And I'm like, dude, you're gonna pull your hamstring, like that. You gotta warm up first.
Oh man.
It makes me laugh every time. Oh, but I love it. And I also love, on a side note, the fact that they turned Ratbat
Yes.
into a big bad. I thought that's a providential choice right there. I love that.
Yeah, he was like a fuel auditor, and then he becomes like the commander of like Earth's Decepticons for a while.
Yeah, I love that. I was like, who would have thought Ratbat?
I know. On one of the tapes, yeah.
Yeah, I just thought that was great. I was all for that. I said, yeah, give me some more of this Ratbat stuff. Yeah.
All right.
What did you think of this?
I love it. Like I said, I love
yeah.
Blaster. So yeah,
Blaster,
I like the
we had a good
story.
spotlight here. Yeah,
The art was good, and then we're introducing the triple changers like Blaster, Train, and them. Yeah. And issue 29 was the last time for a while that Optimus Prime was in the corner box.
Oh right, yeah.
Until
would they change it to? Oh, it was Grimlock.
Yeah, it was Grimlock for a while, and then they just had like a headmaster one for a while with the
oh right,
the head off.
generic.
Yeah. Prime wasn't back in the corner box till issue 50.
Oh, the big resurrection. Yeah.
Well, he was back before 50, but yeah, they didn't put him in there till issue 50.
Yeah,
well, that's what I was thinking.
Until all are one.
If they had done the Prime Resurrection a few years later, they probably would have saved it for issue 50, and that thing probably would have had foil or something on it.
Oh yeah, man. None of those Transformers issues had any cover enhancements. They missed out.
Nope, they're a little before their time.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. They did like a G2 series. It was almost like the Marvel continuation of this series a few years later. And I think the first issue of that might have had some foil or something on it.
I vaguely remember.
It was like Prime's head or something.
Yeah, something like that.
All right, ready to wrap up this tale?
Yes.
All right, Transformers number 30, The Cure. Cover date July 1987. I think we got the same team here.
Mm-hmm.
Throttlebots during a fuel raid on Cybertron, rather than Ratbat captures the Throttlebots during a fuel raid on Cybertron. Rather than have them executed, he sends them to Earth on a mission to destroy all Transformers infected with the Scraplets using canisters of acid. They're given 10 hours to complete this mission, after which Ratbat threatens to destroy the Earth. Arriving at the crater, they find Goldbug's tire tracks leading off into the desert. Rollbar and Wide Load take an acid canister and follow them. Meanwhile, an exhausted Charlie Fong pushes the decrepit Goldbug to a filling station, where the attendants are alarmed by his condition. They offer him some water, some of which spills on Goldbug. Instantly, the Scraplets there wither and die. The legendary cure is nothing more than water. Before Charlie can wash his car, however, Rollbar and Wide Load arrive, intent on slagging Goldbug. Once Charlie demonstrates the cure on Wide Load, the two Throttlebots are more than happy to back down. Goldbug arranges for GB Blackrock to have water transported to the crater to cure all the infected Transformers. But when Goldbug prepares to cure Blaster and the Triple Changers, Blaster tells Goldbug to kill him rather than save the Decepticons. During Goldbug's hesitation, the Scraplets merge into a conglomerate monster to fight back. The Scraplet monster proves more than a match for the weaponless Throttlebots, and Goldbug decides to cure Blaster and the Decepticons to provide enough firepower to fight against the monster. The gambit proves effective, and Blaster finishes the Scraplets off with the acid that the Throttlebots brought with them. Goldbug uses the last of the water Blackrock brought to the crater to remove the Scraplets that infected the Throttlebots during the fight. Astro Train learns enough about Blackrock to believe him to be of some use to the Decepticons and attaches a portable stroboscopic opticon to Blackrock's forehead. The chip flashes a light pattern in front of Blackrock's face, then falls away unseen by anyone else. The Decepticons then escape, carrying the cargo from the freighter which brought the Scraplets to Earth. And again, it all has to do with the car wash.
The car wash of doom.
Yes. They just hypnotized BlackRock to build them for him. All right, thoughts.
I love this. Yeah, like I
Yes.
said, this is my jam back in the day. Yeah, when did this come out? 87. So yeah, I was 9 years old. So this was perfect. This was the perfect age. I was eating this up like with a fork and spoon.
Oh,
And I love the part where Charlie Fong just grabs some of the scraplets and throws them on I forgot which
oh, was it
Transformer
Roll
is.
Bar? Or, yeah,
I think so, yeah.
yeah.
And then he grabs the bucket of water and he hurls it on the scraplets to show them. I was like, well, it's handy that it's water's the cure.
I know. I love the
Um,
Transformers. Oh, what is this miracle?
yeah, yeah, it's this clear liquid, but the kicker is they're out in the desert, so they don't have a lot
Yes.
of water. So I liked that. That was smart.
Oh yeah.
And then we had the scraplets turning into a big creature at the end. And I always liked the threats, both in the comic book and in the show, where it's a universal threat to both the
Yeah.
Decepticons and the Autobots. Like one of my favorite episodes of the animated series was in season 3, when there's that creature in the pits of Cybertron that the Quintessons created that
Oh yeah.
kind of turns all of the Transformers, both Autobots and Decepticons alike, into zombies, basically,
Oh
um, or energy vampires or something like that. But I loved that episode, The Dweller in the Dark. It was one of my absolute favorites. So I always liked those stories where they had to join forces or work together or something along those lines to defeat a mutual threat. I always liked that.
oh yeah. I thought you were gonna say the hate plague from season 3.
Oh, that too. Yeah, that
One
too. That's
time.
another. Yeah, that's another perfect example of that. Yeah, they needed the Quintessons' help for that one. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, this is, and again, this is Grimlock's under in command of the Autobots. So Blaster and Goldbug are like, yeah, we're not going back. He told us to kill.
Yeah.
He told us to like stomp some humans. They go on in our way, so we're not.
Yeah. We're gonna kind of do our own thing for a while instead of letting this T-Rex boss us around.
All right,
Which
so
was probably for the best.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember there was like debates in the letters page for a while. They're like, "Oh yeah, Blaster should be leader because like they mentioned this issue where he's like, it's like don't cure me if it means taking out 3 Decepticons. Just let me die."
Right. Yeah. The selfless acts, of heroism. He would have made a good leader. Yeah.
Well,
There's probably about half a dozen Autobots that would have made better leaders than Grimlock.
yeah,
I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking.
it was like issue 27. They're like, "Oh, the Dinobots beat Tripticon. That's why Grimlock the leader." It's like, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So anything else on these?
No, this was super fun.
Oh
We had
yeah.
fun picking these out, and it was fun because I hadn't read these in, gosh, at least 20 years.
Oh yeah. Some of these
It's
I
been a
try. I mean,
long time.
I try to read these every few years, but sometimes it's longer than others.
Yeah.
And kids, send us your thoughts on your favorites. I mean, we will our next episode, Justin and I will be recording it in a few minutes. But yeah, again, send your thoughts. We'll read them after the fact.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm sure we'll do more episodes
Oh
of
yeah.
Transformers in the future. Besides the new stuff, we'll go back and revisit this classic stuff again.
Oh, I hope so.
Yeah. And with other guests probably too. We'll try to get Russell in on a couple of episodes, and Will and whoever else.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So so send us your thoughts. Like I said, we won't have them by next episode. But remember, I do have one feedback. I will do that next episode. So
Oh, right. That's
yes.
right.
All right. But yeah, send us your thoughts on all these Marvel Transformers. Email us CapesandLunatics@gmail.com or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can follow us on pretty much all social media. You can help support us by buying merch at TeePublic and Spring. or just Little Hellfire's favorite method, just rain random money on us through the Cash App link.
We need the money. Gimme.
And of course the Patreon, where again, not only do you get exclusive uncensored content, but you get early access to all the regular episodes, including this one, which you could add early if you would subscribe. And of course, the best value for your dollar, you get to suggest topics for us to discuss. So as we say, the safest way to tell Little Hellfire what to do. So please subscribe. Go right now. Go to patreon.com/CapesandLunatics.
Fucking crazy.
All right. And Justin, Lost Library of Legends. Tell everyone what's going on.
Yes, once I am over this plague that I've been ridden with for the last 2 weeks, I'm finally going to record some brand new episodes of the Lost Library of Legends, and also coming later this month, the debut of Luminosity, the Dr. Light podcast, which Phil has joined me on some episodes of already.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. Always a good time.
Oh yeah. All right, so yeah, check out Lost Library of Legends, and again, next episode we're gonna do more Transformers, so stay tuned.
Yes.
All right.
Transform and roll out.
Exactly. All right, for another episode, we have been your capes, Alpha Son
Lunatics.
Woohoo! Oh yeah, bring back the childhood.
Yes, I love that. I still want to see the movie on the big screen like you got to do.
Oh,
years
that was so
ago.
great. Yes.
Yeah, I was jealous of that.
Oh yeah, like I said, we're gonna have to do a live watch of that sometime this year.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. It'd be great fun. We're gonna get Russell involved with that too.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be great.
A bunch of people in there to try.
Yeah. We'll have a watch party.
Oh yeah.
Autobots, roll out.